Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have all the money while others struggle to make ends meet? What's behind this huge wealth gap in America? Let's take a closer look. The wealth gap, or the difference in financial assets and resources between different households, is a pressing concern in America today. And this gap becomes strikingly evident when we compare black and white households. To understand this, we first need to clarify a couple of things: income and wealth. When we talk about income, we're referring to what you earn, your paycheck, if you will. Wealth, on the other hand, is the accumulation of assets. This might include your house, your car, your savings, minus any debts. Now here's where it gets interesting. Even when black and white households earn similar incomes, there's a significant disparity in wealth. You see, wealth is often built over generations. It's a house passed down from grandma, or an inheritance from a distant uncle. Unfortunately, historical economic policies have not been kind to black households in America. From redlining that limited housing opportunities to discriminatory lending practices, black Americans have faced systemic barriers to building wealth, and the effects of these policies are still felt today. For example, a black family that was denied a mortgage in the 60s couldn't buy a house. No house means no wealth to pass down to their children, and the cycle continues. Today, the median white family has nearly 10 times more wealth than the median black family. And this isn't just about money. Wealth provides a safety net, a buffer against life's unexpected turns. It allows access to better education, healthcare, and opportunities. The wealth gap in America is deeply rooted in our history and our policies. It's a complex issue that can't be resolved overnight. But by understanding how we got here, we can begin to imagine a different future. So, the wealth gap is not just about money. It's about opportunities, access, and a level playing field. Now, you might be wondering, can this wealth gap ever be closed? Is there a way out of this situation? To answer this, let's first consider the economic potential of black communities. African American spending power is estimated to reach $1.4 trillion by the end of this decade. This financial clout can be leveraged to create wealth within the community. By supporting black-owned businesses, circulating capital within the community, and creating jobs for black workers, these communities can start to build wealth. Let's look to successful black individuals who have managed to build wealth for inspiration. Take, for instance, the likes of Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, and Robert F. Smith. Each of these individuals has amassed wealth through different avenues: media, music, and venture capitalism, respectively. Their stories highlight the importance of diversifying income streams and investing wisely to build and sustain wealth. Education plays a crucial role in wealth creation. A solid education provides individuals with the skills and knowledge needed to secure well-paying jobs or start their own businesses. It's not just about formal education, though. Financial literacy, understanding how money works, how to manage it, how to invest it, is equally important. Yet, it's often overlooked in our education system. Entrepreneurship is another key to closing the wealth gap. Starting a business allows individuals to create their own wealth rather than relying on a salary. However, starting a business requires capital, something that is often hard to come by in black communities due to historical economic exclusion. Therefore, creating avenues for black entrepreneurs to gain access to capital is crucial. So, is it possible to close the wealth gap? Absolutely. But it won't happen overnight. It requires effort, commitment, and a change in mindset. It involves investing in education, fostering entrepreneurship, improving financial literacy, and supporting black-owned businesses. It's about creating opportunities and breaking down the barriers that have historically hindered wealth creation in black communities. Closing the wealth gap is possible. It requires effort, commitment, and a change in mindset. If you are enjoying this content, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share to show support for our channel. So what can black individuals and communities do to close this wealth gap? One of the most effective ways is investing in education. Knowledge is power, and it's a power that can be used to change your life and the world around you. Education provides the tools and resources to not just get a job, but to build a career, to start a business, to innovate and create. It's the foundation on which wealth is built. Starting businesses is another crucial step. Businesses not only generate wealth for the owners, but they also create jobs and stimulate economic growth in the community. This isn't just about big businesses either. Small businesses, from the local grocery store to the neighborhood hair salon, can have a significant impact. They are the lifeblood of the economy and a vital part of wealth creation. Next up is saving and investing money. Now this is a game changer. It's about understanding that every dollar saved or invested is a step toward closing the wealth gap. It's about making your money work for you, not just today, but for years to come. And it's important to remember, investing isn't just for the wealthy. Anyone can do it. It's about starting small and growing over time. Advocating for policies that promote economic equality is another essential step. This means pushing for policies that promote fair wages, affordable housing, and equal opportunities. It's about ensuring that the playing field is level for everyone, regardless of race or background. Now, none of these steps are easy. They require effort, perseverance, and a willingness to take risks. But they are attainable. They are within reach for anyone willing to put in the work. These actions are not just about closing the wealth gap. They're about creating generational wealth, wealth that can be passed down from one generation to the next. They're about creating a better future, not just for individuals, but for entire communities. It's about making conscious decisions, taking calculated risks, and investing in the future. But it's not just about what Black individuals and communities can do. What role does society and government play in closing the wealth gap? The quest to close the wealth gap can't be shouldered by individuals alone. It's a collective responsibility that calls for a societal shift and the implementation of equitable government policies. Society as a whole needs to embrace diversity, inclusivity, and fairness in economic opportunities. It's about acknowledging the existence of the wealth gap, understanding its origin, and actively working towards dismantling the systems that perpetuate it. As for the government, it plays a pivotal role in shaping policies that foster economic equality. It's the government's responsibility to ensure that everyone, regardless of their race or background, has an equal shot at prosperity. This can be achieved through progressive tax policies, increased access to quality education, and promoting homeownership, which is a key driver of wealth creation. Let's take a look at some successful policies from around the globe. In countries like Denmark and Norway, they've implemented strong social safety nets, high-quality public education, and progressive taxation. These measures have helped to significantly reduce wealth inequality. In America, we can draw inspiration from these examples and tailor them to our unique context. We could consider policies that promote affordable housing and provide support for small businesses, particularly those owned by people of color. Additionally, investing in public education, especially in historically disadvantaged communities, can create a more level playing field. But remember, policies alone aren't enough. They must be coupled with a societal commitment to fairness and equality. This means challenging our biases, celebrating diversity, and creating spaces where everyone can thrive. It's about creating a society where success isn't determined by the color of your skin, but by your drive, talent, and ambition. Closing the wealth gap is a collective effort. It requires change at all levels: individual, community, and government. It's a journey, a long one perhaps, but with a collective will and concerted effort, we can make strides towards a more equitable future. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share to show support for our channel.